Hey dudes and chicks, and neither if those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Makeup for Lost Time. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be showing you guys 3 looks with the Made by Mitchell Feet on the Ground palette. This is what it looks like. This is the color story. Ooh, ah. So if you're interested in seeing how I got these looks or what my final thoughts on the palette are, then just hang out. Okay, so I'm going to start with my P. Louise Worldie brush, number 198. And I'm going to go into the color Ain't. And I'm just placing this into my outer V. Ooh, that's badass color. And then I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 19. And I'm going to go into the color Chemtrail. And then with my Wayne Goss number 18, I'm going to go into Our Kid. And then back in with my Wayne Goss number 19, I'm going to go back into Chemtrail. I'm just going to build that up. And then back in with my P. Louise 198, I'm going to go back into the color Ain't. Then I'm going to go back with my P. Louise 198, and I'm just going to use that to kind of blend out the edges of this with no additional product. I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 18 to blend out the yellow with no additional product. And then I'm just going to go back in and do the exact same thing on the lower lid. I'm going to go in with this BEILI brush, and I'm going to go into the color Ammo, because I'm not going to be bested by this motherfucker. And I mean, for just like shadowing that out, that really went a long way for, I mean, it was barely on my brush at all. And now I'm going back in with my P. Louise 198, and I'm going to go back into the color Ain't, and just kind of go over the top of that. I'm going to take my VOLDEMORPHE M508 smudger, and I'm just going to run a little bit of that color Ammo along my lower lash line. Just kind of give it a little bit of dimension here. That looks pretty. I'm going to apply NYX Glitter Primer off camera so that you guys don't have to sit through that for this video. And then with my BEILI little tiny shader brush, I'm going to go into Mama's Garden, and I'm just going to start placing that along my entire lid. And then with my P. Louise 198, I'm going to go back into the color Ain't. And I'm just going to blend this in back here. Okay, and then with the other side of that BEILI brush, I'm just going to go into the color Limeade, because I can't stop myself. And I'm just going to kind of tap my brush. And I'm just using this as kind of a topper to just give me a little more dimension, like a little less dimension, you'd say the opposite. And then I'm going to use that. I'm going to use my KALEIDOS S5, and I'm going to go into that color Limeade, and I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that BEILI brush, and I'm just going to run the color Mama's Garden along my lower lash line as well, just a little bit. I'm going to spray the brush so I don't get any fallout. And I think I'm going to take the color Limeade, and I'm going to put that along my brow bone as well. And then with no additional product, I'm going to take my Wayne Goss number 19 and I'm going to use that to blend this out. I'm going to go finish through the other eye, finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the finished look number 1. So I use my Solar Sailor highlighter by KALEIDOS Makeup. It's like the golden one. And then over the top of it, I use my Melt Cosmetics highlighter in Genesis. It looks like this. It's the very pinky gold one. On my lips, I use my Dose of Colors liquid lip in Bury Me. And then I use my Milk Makeup gel liner in the color Boss. It's the black. And then I use my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Electra. And in case you guys were wondering, I choose my lashes by the name, not by the style. So if I think the name matches the look that I just did, then that's the style I choose. So anyway, I hope you guys love it. I'm having a really good time with this palette. I kind of played with it a little bit more after I got off camera. And let's get into look number 2. I'm going to start with my VOLDEMORPHE JH40, and I'm going to go into the color Greener. And I'm just going to take that color and I'm going to pack it in my outer V and run it through my crease or just above my crease. And I'm actually going to take that and I'm going to run it along my lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to take my VOLDEMORPHE JH33 and I'm going to go into the color Clay Baby. And I'm just going to use that color to blend out the outer edge of that first color and kind of just diffuse it. And then with my P. Louise Worldie brush, number 143, I'm going to go into the color Bittersweet and hope it looks good. Okay, and now I'm just going to go back and forth between those 3 brushes and reinforce all the colors and then blend them out as needed. Right here, I'm just taking this above my protruding brow bone right here because I want to bring the shadow above it so that it looks like my brow bone is lower. I want to give off the illusion that I'm beautiful. Now I'm going in with my BEILI blending brush, but this is like not a fucking blending brush, so fuck those labels. We don't care about labels here. And I'm going to go back into the color Clay Baby, the mustard color. And then with my P. Louise Worldie brush, I'm going to go back into the color Bittersweet, that bright caustic green. I'm just going to use my Eco Tools liner smudger to reinforce this green right here on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to finally go in with my Wayne Goss number 20, and I'm going to use the color Mmmmitchell. It never gets old for me. And I'm just going to put a touch of black to deepen up my crease and my outer V. And then with that same Eco Tools liner smudger, I'm just going to take a little tiny bit of black on the outest part of my lower lash. And then back in with my Voldemorphe JH40. I'm just gonna blend that out with no additional product. Okay, I'm gonna use my Luxie 246 to apply NYX glitter primer, and I'm gonna do that off camera. And then with my ZOEVA 234, I'm going to use the color Fool's Gold on my entire lid probably. And I'm gonna spray the brush so I don't get any fallout on my makeup. With my Voldemorphe JH33, I'm just gonna pat this out actually with my finger. And now with my Eco Tools liner smudger, I'm just gonna go back into that color Fool's Gold, give it a little spritzy poo. I'm actually gonna go into the color Grass and just give this a little point of interest here. Give this a little blendy poo. And then with my BEILI pencil brush, I'm gonna use the color Bless You as my inner corner highlight. I'm gonna spray it. And a little brow bone highlight for good luck. Okay, I'm gonna go finish my face, finish my hair, get my shit together, and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I use my Black Moon Cosmetics liquid lip black metal collection, I think is what it's called. And it's the color Emperor, and it looks like this. And then I use my NYX Slide On Glide On All Day Hard On gel liner in Golden Olive. And then I used my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Noirella because they're the most tamed down lashes that I have. And then I used my Give Me Glow highlighter in Halo. So here's the story. I started out doing this look because I'm gonna kind of go scout out places where I want to work. So I want to go like start meeting people and stuff like that. So I was gonna do like a toned down look, but I'm a fucking slave to color. So this is my toned down look. I literally could not stop myself from putting on this Black Metals liquid lip. This is the look, and honestly, I don't even want to get a job. I want a job that loves me because of my green lipstick and not in spite of it. So I don't even want to work at a place that can't even fucking handle green lipstick. Well, fuck that. So anyways, this is my square wear today. And let's get into look number 3. Okay, so I'm already primed with my P. Louise primer in Rumor 02, and I'm gonna do something kind of maybe boring. I was kind of inspired by something. So I'm gonna use my Kaleidos S1, and I'm gonna go into the shade Breaking. And then I'm going to use my ZOEVA 227, and I'm going to go into the color Ground. And back in with my Kaleidos S1, I'm just going to blend out that edge. A little bit of additional product. And now I'm going to use my Alter Ego number 1, and I'm going to go into the color Tulip, and I'm just going to very lightly run this along my lower lash line. I think I'm going to take a little tiny bit of that color Tulip and put it in my outer V, just a tiny, tiny bit. Just a little bit into Ground with my ZOEVA 227. Blend out this outer, to blend out this lower edge. And then with my finger, I'm going to go into the color Angelina, and I'm just going to put that all along my lid, kind of lightly. And then with my Alter Ego number 1, I'm going to take that purple shade and just kind of blend this up. I'm going to use my Spectrum B04, and I'm going to go into the color Salt Bay, and I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight. I know, you guys are totally bored. I'm going to put some on my brow bone. Then with my Kaleidos S1, I'm going to blend it out. Boring! So that's the look. I'm going to go finish my face, and I'll be back when I'm done. So this is the third look. I am so sorry if you guys thought this was boring. I saw something this morning and it inspired me to do a look like this. It's not my usual. It was totally out of the ordinary. I think it looks fucking spectacular. I think it looks super high fashion, super winter. I just think it looks amazing. That's not why I did it. I did it because I saw something that inspired me to do these colors. But don't worry, you guys. If you guys thought this look was boring and it was a waste of my 1 out of my 3 looks, don't worry, because I fucking love this palette so much that I'm probably gonna do another 3 looks with it. 3 looks takes so long. I'm not gonna bust out a 40-minute video and make you guys sit through that. So I think I'm just gonna do another 3 looks with this. I haven't used all the colors. There's more looks on there that I see. This wasn't one of them. I just woke up this morning and this is what I wanted to do. Anyways, I used my Lime Crime Velveteen Matte in Cashmere. This is one of my 2 favorite nudes. This color and Teddy Bear, those are my pretty much my go-to nudes. It's a little grayer. It's very much a winter shade. Let me know if you guys want me to show you my winter lipsticks in the comments. I'm all about lipstick. I'm a lipstick girl. I use Alkaline in my Waterline by Urban Decay. It's the 24/7 Glide On Gel Liner. And then for my highlighter, I use my Rouge and Rogue Eye Wigs in Noirella. And for my highlighter, I used my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost in the shade, it's a strobe powder, an iridescent strobe light. It's the pink right here. It actually looks like my skin, which isn't my usual either. I just felt like this look kind of needed it. And also I feel like I need to wear these fairy earrings all the time. They're like my favorite. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, they have little fairies sitting in them. They're the bomb. I got them at 2 Feathers. They're always sold out. So like it was super special. They're my favorite. I just want to tell you guys, this fucking palette is the shit. And these Made by Mitchell palettes are like literally one of the best formulas I've ever fucking used. The shimmers are great, but these mattes, man, I don't know what it is about them. They're fucking good. So anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like these looks, or if you like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, which you don't get to see in 3 looks because I try to keep them short. And hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here spending your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.